So this is my third MOC video. So far we've gotten 2 3 stars. Maybe this one is gonna be another 3 star. I don't know, but I'm gonna be using Auto Battle for the entire video. If you haven't seen the previous video, in the Highlands second half, I decided to use Auto Battle just to see if Auto Battle plays better than me, and spoiler alert, it is so much better. Like seriously, it actually managed to completely defeat the second half of MOC without any inputs from me. I wanted to test my theory again for the third time and see if Auto Battle is truly better than me. So far it's doing pretty well. I mean, there's nothing too noteworthy, but I think it's gonna be like, I think we can still 3-star this cycle because although yes, the caster's team in this account isn't as strong as the previous account, the second half with Phainon is really strong. That's actually probably gonna be the only half where I don't auto it because that requires a few specific inputs and it requires delaying Phainon's ultimate because I want to get as many buffs as possible so that I can utilize his ultimate and just have him at this strongest. So the second half worries more about everyone not dying compared to getting a fast run because it's guaranteed for a fast run in a round with Phainon. It looks like the difference between a premium team casteress and just a normal team casteress with only with RMC and Guanmei is a cycle in the first wave. I mean, Caster still does a lot of damage. I mean, she still managed to do 800,000. I don't think she has passed a million, but regardless, she's still doing a lot of damage. But it is very clear that it's a lot weaker when compared to a team with Evernight and Tribi, and probably even more if you replace Tribi with Silene. But I think we can still beat Sam in like 2 or 3 cycles, and I'm pretty sure the second half is gonna be a lot faster. Simply because Phainon is just, I mean, it depends on the cycle, but I think this cycle Phainon is stronger than DOT because the MOC buff isn't too DOT centric. Cast Restless ultimate and then spam bollocks, and then yeah. I know this is kind of boring because, well, I'm not really playing, to be honest. I'm just watching and then commentating. It is, I mean, it is cool to see, like, to see if Auto Battle truly is better than me, but it is a very boring video for me at least. I don't know if it's boring for you, but to be honest, Sam for me isn't that hard. Like, she isn't that difficult as a boss if you have a good sustain, that is, because oh my god, I used Luocha, no, before that I used Adventuring and Gallagher. Actually no, I didn't use Gallagher, I used Adventuring once, and yeah, the team managed to still die with Adventuring, and Luocha still, I mean, thankfully because of the healing from Luocha, the team managed to survive, but still, Sam really isn't a hard boss. Normally, it just depends on the build, like, it depends on the sustain you have. As long as you have a healing sustain like Hyacinth or Luocha or just literally any other healers, I'm very sure Sam is pretty easy. The second half though, I'm worried because that second half has a lot of hard-hitting enemies. We managed to get Pulse's ultimate before Sam gets up. That's a lot of damage with toughness, with no toughness. 770,000, nice. Yeah, 45% HP left. Nice, okay. Also, yeah, you probably noticed that I'm using Guanmei instead of Tribi or just any other best in slot support for casters. Yeah, I simply don't have either Silene, Evernight, or Tribi in this account, so I had no choice but to use Guanmei, and well, she's actually doing pretty well, surprisingly. I hope I remember to edit in the video though, because imagine if I forget to edit the video, like this part at least, and you just hear me eating fries. Okay, nice. Pulse is up, and then we can export her, and then maybe we can, no, definitely not strong enough. Pulse is not strong enough to kill Sam off. Very close, already 10%. No, 12% HP remaining, nice, okay. Thankfully the one is still an all-round support, so even with even if she's not meta for casters, she still does her job well in this half. Okay, and then this next Pulse ultimate is definitely enough to kill Sam. Boom, wow. That wasn't too bad. I gave up using Umbronia, okay? I don't know if I'm going to show it, but I decided to switch Bronya out with Dan Heng Permanence Tray because I used Bronya for like 10 times right in this half. I repeated over and over again, and Rager kept dying, so I had no choice but to switch her out with Dan Heng so that I wouldn't have to waste another hours of grinding. I decided to use Dan Heng so that I'll have a better run. not better, just a more consistent run at least. This is actually my first time using Dan Heng, Formless, and Phainon together, surprisingly. Okay, oh god, I still have auto on, okay. I think I'm gonna reuse the recording from, basically I'm doing this in two separate recordings, okay? The first one was with Caster's one, the first half. And although yes, I could have re-recorded the entire thing and then do another sarcastic lesson and then I can commentate more on it. I'll be honest, I don't really feel like doing that right now. So I decided that I wanted to reuse that and then just reuse that footage for the first half of this one. Basically, I'm just mashing together two different footages together. Oh wow, it actually did more than Bronya's half. Actually no, not really. With Bronya I normally do 1.2 million. This does 1. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, I'm actually surprised that Dragon did 300,000 damage. Normally that damage is not possible for me to reach with, I don't know, I think it was with the Herda. I think that damage was just not possible to reach for me, so this is really surprising for him to do 300,000 damage. Also, I'm gonna go and show the build after this, just for one reason. I'm not gonna show anyone's build, I just want to show the Dan Heng one, because it's very funny. At least in my opinion, it is funny. A normal attack, and then the dragon will move forward, and then I can use the counter after this. Hopefully I don't have to waste a meteor here, because I want to use the meteor for Hulei's half. Let's cross our fingers and hope this is gonna be enough damage. I don't think it is though. Oh, very cool. Oh my. Okay, I think yeah, that's fine. The second meteor will attack in Hulei's half, so that's fine. At least Hulei will get a ton of damage chuck away the effect immediately. Okay, this is gonna end the first ultimate off, and wow. Actually, no joke. I think Dan Heng permanent today actually does more damage. Like this team does more damage than Bronya with Bronya. Seriously, I think it is actually, because the previous one, the previous try, I had to use both meteors for the first half, but for the first wave. But now I can actually use one meteor for the first half and for the first wave, and the second meteor for the second wave. That's actually really nice. Okay, we can do that, and then we can use meteor immediately. I think. Should I? Yeah, I should. Boom! This is gonna end the first. No. Okay, very close though. Okay, we can use the normal basic attack, and then I think I'm gonna conserve on a meteor. Okay. I think I'm gonna conserve on it. Should I? No, I shouldn't. I should not risk it, because I don't know if one normal attack is enough to kill Hulei's first half. So, first phase. Oh wow, that does so much damage. Oh my. This is actually really fun to see though. Okay, normal attack, because I don't really have a lot of enemies to use counter on. And then another normal attack, and I'm gonna keep doing that until, actually no. Okay, enhanced meteor right here, very close to dying, and then we can use a counter after this. Yeah, we can use a counter after this. We're just gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, counter. Phainon is gonna counter back. Okay, maybe 18%. Okay, and then Phainon's exit ultimate. We're just gonna do a ton of damage back. Maybe take away Hulei's HP down to 10, maybe 5. No, not 5. Maybe 7%. 8. Okay, that's very close. Okay, we can use both ultimates immediately. I mean, I still have 2 cycles though, so there's really no need for me to kind of rush, because there's really no need. Yeah, there's really no need for me to rush because I still have another 2 cycles. Never mind, that was it. Okay, done. Wow, that was so much easier with Dan Heng. Oh my god, I wasted so many hours of just pure run luck for a better run actually, because that one did a lot better than Bronya, surprisingly. I thought Bronya would still do more, like it would be faster to use with Bronya, but apparently no. Now, I'm not gonna showcase everyone's build, I just want to showcase Dan Heng one because it's very funny, because look at the icon I'm using. Yes, you are seeing this correctly. I am using a Goliath like cone, simply because of the high base attack. Like, it is my second high, like, I don't think the other Lycons have a higher base attack, but look, if you just take a quick glance, there's really no other Lycons that have a higher base attack than 685, so, no, 635. I mean, I guess finals, but I'm using finals for Phainon, so why would I use it on support? Yeah, that's the only build I want to showcase because it just seems funny. Anyways, yeah, that's the third MLC video down. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're not bored by me uploading 3 MLC videos at once, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.